God damn, it is hot as shit fuck.
Is it?
It's
It
another
is.
scorcher.
Damn.
Is it not hot in
One
Canada?
of the hottest summers on record for most places. Not
Yeah, I
here.
think they broke the temperature record for the world.
Not here,
didn't
thankfully.
they?
Yeah, I did see that.
did. We did just break the temperature record for the world.
But I think it was in Europe.
Quite fucking hot. Which
Not
is
my
also
problem.
And
not
this is
great that it's in Europe either.
we're recording this on July 6th, so for the listeners, because this might come out a few days
In case it
later.
breaks
yeah.
again?
Yeah, and if you're like listening,
This will
like
come out Saturday morning.
Okay, yeah.
if you're going through the back catalog, yeah. Shout out to anyone listening in 2025. Was that?
Well, it is. I did look it up. It is going to be hot tomorrow.
Yep,
it's going to be hot the day
Freaking
after.
hellscape.
It's been perfect here.
It's been cold in Denver. It was like below 60 yesterday.
21 Celsius. Mwah.
Way up in Inuvik, way up north, near the North Pole, they were at like fucking 80 degrees or something.
God damn.
Oh my
It's
god! Do
hotter
they
there
own
than
shorts?
it is here.
That is not good.
Do they own shorts and t-shirts up there?
Yeah, they're undies pretty much.
I served some guys from Georgia today, and I was like, yeah, I bet you guys.
Which one?
Haha. God damn it, Aaron, you threw me off.
Man, I really fucked you
Yeah,
up
I
with
got it.
that.
I'm trying like, what the fuck?
Well, you didn't answer. You didn't answer. Is it the one in the Caucasus or the one in America?
America.
Or could it be the South Georgia
Hold on,
Islands?
let me get this. The cock is... Oh, suck my cock.
I met some penguins from the South Georgia Islands the other day.
Mhm. But
Oh.
I was like, oh, you guys are probably like that. It's not humid here. And they're like, yeah, we work outside, and I had a heat stroke like 2 days before I came out here. I was like, Jesus, fuck. Sucks.
Oh my god! I almost had a heat stroke once when I was doing landscaping.
No, you know what the worst thing is? That's when you actually need like a Gatorade or a Pedialyte to recover. You can't, like, you'll sit there chugging water. If you ever have that feeling where you're chugging water is just having no effect at all, you need electrolytes. Your body's depleted.
Yeah,
That's
or
why you
get some
said that
saltines or
Infinite thirst feeling. Yeah, you gotta get something in there.
I always
Salted
follow up the bike
peanuts.
ride
Accent.
with the body armor after every bike ride to get my body armor.
Those are pretty good too.
something. The full strength one.
Mhm.
See, that's one where it's good to get the full strength with the body armor. We've
Yeah.
talked about it before. How
Yeah.
for some reason the sugar-free one has erythritol. It has sugar alcohol, which makes you bloated. There's no reason to put that in there instead of aspartame, stevia,
Makes you
sucralose.
Tootie as well.
It's true. It's true.
It's two.
Yeah, have you guys tried the Zoomer drink?
What's
Prime?
that called?
Prime. I
Oh,
haven't actually.
It's so good, bro.
What is it?
Bro, I was at Safeway before we recorded, and they're selling a single bottle, and it's Gatorade, right?
Oh,
But made out of like coconut water, and I for my money, it tastes better. But they're selling one bottle for $5.50.
Ooh,
Suck
Jesus.
my cock.
Yeah.
I
But
didn't
like
know it was
you
the
can get it at
Zoomer
the gas
drink.
station for like normal price. Yeah, dude, my girlfriend's friend works as a teacher, and they did like dress as a student day. And
that's-
so like all the teachers dressed up as millennials or whatever. Not millennials. They are millennials. Millennials are old now. Zoomers. And like one of the teachers' costumes was like carrying around the cyclone flavor of Prime with like whatever fucking clothes she wore as well. Just like signify like, hey, look, I'm a cool teen.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do one that's cyclone flavored, like the popsicle. It fucking so tasty, bro.
I've only seen it in thumbnails of old men who review food.
Oh, really?
That really is the only place I've seen Prime. If I see it at the store, I'll try it.
I'm pretty sure it's a drink right now. If you have like a teen, they're like, I need this. I need it.
Yeah, like when we were kids and we're going out and getting like the cum looking Sobies.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the pink
The
Sobies. I used to
coconut.
get those. That's why I was fat.
The one that looked like the milkshake.
They should bring it back, make it sugar free.
I had the fat guy thought when I was a fat teen of if it's not carbonated, it's good for you.
No. Well, that was the common wisdom back then. That's what moms all thought. You can give your kid cranberry juice and they can drink 3 gallons of it, and it's fine. You don't have to worry about sugar because it's juice.
When I was a kid, my parents would buy us like 7-Up or Sprite all the time because it was clear and like full strength, like all the sugar in the world, right? But they would refuse to get like root beer or Coca-Cola because it had like coloring in it.
I think I've talked about that on stream before, how like that's like a fucking homeschooler family belief, was like Sprite was better for you, and it was kind of true because it was caffeine free option, so your kids
I
wouldn't
guess,
be fucking
yeah.
jackasses. But
It doesn't have the food coloring if you're a parent that's worried about food coloring.
yeah, if you have kids that have the affliction where they get zapped by red 7 and yellow 7 and red 40 or whatever it is.
But it is such like medieval peasant shit. The urban legends and you would think with the amount of nutrition facts that we have, the amount of information that we have about everything we consume compared to everyone in history, we wouldn't have these problems where we're like, the thing with 33 grams of sugar that's clear is healthier than the thing with 33 grams of sugar that's brown.
But
Yeah.
Like what you can see the numbers.
it's confusing because like vegetables are poisonous for you. You have to eat meat and butter. Like
That's right,
There's been all this
if you eat,
misinformation throughout time. So
If you eat an entire truckload of spinach in one sitting, you might get some oxalate overdose.
Making my skinny 10-year-old kids eat 8 eggs each for breakfast. This is good for you.
the
big fat
oxalate
guy.
thing's so funny as well, right? Because as I recall, the big thing about oxalates is it makes it hard to absorb calcium and maybe some vitamins. But it's not like it's if you were to have a ton of it from spinach, like it's immediately going to kill you or something.
Yeah, you have to have a vitamin deficiency for an extended period of time and not do anything about it. And also be eating the most spinach that anyone's ever eaten in history.
I love when facts get dropped about eating a certain amount of something will kill you, and that becomes like the annoying kid's favorite thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you eat enough asparagus, your pee will smell so bad that you'll pass out and hit your head on the toilet and bleed out and die.
Yeah. No, that's supposed to make your cum smell bad.
Oh.
No, it makes your cum smell good and your pee smell bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's sort of how like what's it called? Sickle cell anemia. It makes you more immune to malaria, but then you also have a disease.
Oh.
So it's like it works with natural selection where it's balanced like that.
Well,
The beauty of the natural world.
yeah.
Oh,
Back to
speaking
food diet
of,
real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know I mentioned it before, but I really appreciate these drinks companies now that they don't even try to pull the wool over your eyes. They're like, it's clear. We didn't put any of the fucking coloring in. Get over it. It tastes like something else, but it's clear. Don't look at it if it bothers you.
We have some of the Zevia sodas right now, like the stevia ones, and we have like
I've had
grape and
that.
orange. Pretty mid.
I
Yeah.
agree. I keep an open mind about that kind of stuff, but I don't like those.
The cream soda's nice.
I'd rather
but
just
yeah,
drink
it's like
water.
it's yeah, same. But I mean, it's cold and next to me. But yeah, like the grape one see through. It fucks me up that it's
I
not
finish
purple.
them, but I don't buy them again.
Yeah,
I don't know if
exactly.
it's that it's stevia as much as that it's like shitty off-brand soda. Like if you just made Dr. Pepper and substituted stevia for the sweetener, I'm sure that would be fine.
Coca-Cola did that, and I didn't like it nearly as much as my
Really?
sweet aspartame.
I never had that. There was another thing like that with aspartame where it was added to like the thing of possible carcinogens to investigate it because
By the
they have to
lying
do that
fake
every
news
few years.
World Health Organization, yeah.
And then it's going to be another one of those things where like if you drink 500 gallons of Diet Coke in one day and then held in all your pee, it would kill you.
Joshua Jerry is gonna die then.
As I recall, the like carcinogenic studies that were done were not in human control trials. It was in like lab rats, and it was in like an insane fucking amount. Like you'd have to be drinking like 100 cans of Diet Coke a day. Yeah,
Don't be a snitch, and aspartame won't give you cancer. Don't be a rat.
that's right.
They're making those rats drink 100 cans of Coke a day?
Lucky.
they're
They're
so
giving
lucky,
the
dude.
pure shit.
They should be doing that
Oh.
with Vince and Brad. Give them a real job.
Man, that would be the best thing of all time to be a lab rat and you have like a thing you press and it gives you cocaine and then you go crazy and then you have a soda that you get to drink all day and then they give you cancer on purpose and inject it into you so you get a tumor and then they have to keep doing biopsies of the tumor.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, and then they flowers for Algernon you and make you really smart, but then you have to spend all your time with a guy who's R-worded.
At least you're getting free healthcare though.
No one ever thinks about what the rat went through.
Brad and Vince thinking about how great it'd be to be lab rats. Oh, you just get to do drugs and drink soda and run.
That's what they're in when they're streaming. They just they stand there and people can do experiments on them. Like, what can we do to fuck with this guy?
You can only do things as sometimes you have to reword stuff like an AI prompt because they can't read it.
Yeah, it's impossible to get him to read stuff. He read out my question where I said, I was as Robozoid's mom and I said,
Tracy.
All right. Okay, we got another question. I am going to read this. Okay. Does anyone at your job ever call you stupid for not knowing the name of the Pittsburgh Molders, but bringing them back up all the time? What? What kind of statement was that?
I don't understand that question.
I don't understand it either.
What?
That's
Does anyone at your job ever call you stupid for not knowing the name of the Maulers, but bring what? How'd you not know the name? What?
well.
Makes no sense.
We're gonna pass that one. So
Yeah.
And he just didn't even compute for him.
Him and Brad just sat there going, "What?
Like what? I don't know the name of the team. What? That statement doesn't make sense to it. I can't even wrap my brain around that. How he keeps going back to these events and taking pictures of the cheerleaders, and now he made a new intro video, and it was mostly pictures of the Pittsburgh Maulers, the USFL team. But he can't say the name of the team. Like how does it? No one calls him on that. No one says, "Why are you saying Molders?" It's Maulers.
They should use guys like Vince in the sort of way that Portnoy does, to make their league survive. Kind of bring a taste of the XFL to it. Like Vince would die for that, but make him basically like the village idiot. Put him in the stocks, that sort of thing. Put him in like a fucking dunk tank.
He has no background in finance.
Dunk tank full of cheese. Or something. No, he said the dollars behind him before on the green screen.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that was Mormo. Sorry, and now I'm confused.
Oh yeah, Mormo has like the $5 bills hanging on the clothesline.
Wasn't it $7?
And it's not clear
like
what
5
it's.
and 2 ones.
Yeah, an arbitrary amount of like wrinkly bills. Like, what is this good or bad or I'm not sure what it's conveying.
But yeah, it'd be fun to throw stuff at Vince if your team is losing because he's the USFL mascot. His costume's just his shitty face paint every week.
He looks so funny. He's always taking pictures with the cheerleaders. He's always going back there. He's at Gathering of the Juggalos right now.
He tries to draw like a Giga Chad chin line too that just fucking is cut into his chin that's hanging down. It's so funny looking.
Nasty. He's got the Velcro shoes. He's got the jorts, which is John Cena's fault, as we've talked about. He made it okay for adult men to wear jorts. And most people got out of it. Like it was normal to wear jorts in 2004. Especially if you were a boy, but doing it now it's a little rough.
I had a fun stream today, Alex, because I was watching the top 100 viewed Eurovision songs of all time, which is mostly just shit that's on YouTube. So there's only a few that are really old, but the top like 20 songs, I think everyone just recognized. They've been around. But somebody in chat was like, if the USA got some giant sponsors on board, they could buy themselves into this too. I was like, what, you don't think we already have a band? Or someone made a joke about the troops starting a band too. And I turned on the U.S. Army's band called Downrange. And they have a cover of Sweet Child of Mine. And the woman singing it sounds just like the woman on Step Brothers when Adam Scott's character's making them sing it in the car. She's all flat. It's like really, really flat. So funny.
America should just be in Eurovision. Why not Canada, too?
Bro, there's a guy in the army in that band that plays guitar. Imagine joining the army, you play fucking guitar.
Imagine getting killed by that guy. That would be more.
Oh
that'd be
boy,
embarrassing.
that'd be embarrassing as
Well,
hell.
you shouldn't be on bass in the musicians' hall.
I bet on like the neck of his gun or whatever, he's got piano keys painted on it. And when he's in battle too.
That's so cool.
How come Glenn Miller died doing a USO tour during World War II, but those guys are fine?
Yeah.
How come nothing ever happened to Bob Hope when he was over there?
Glenn Miller from the Eagles.
No one from the Taliban wanted to aim a sniper at a long scope, a red dot sight at Bob Hope. He's on stage doing his stupid old guy patter.
They didn't want to ruin
take care of him once and for all.
They didn't want to ruin the Hope Jobs Cash joke too early.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
It was actually recently the anniversary of that, I think. Let me just double check.
Yeah, it's over.
It's based on when Bob Hope died.
When is the
Which was?
What's the original? I forget even what where it originates from.
Please don't let Kevin Bacon die.
I don't know who came up with it. It was probably someone on Facebook or something.
Yeah.
It got copied and pasted everywhere.
If you quickly Google it now, Google so dog shit will probably tell you it's Chris Rock like they do with all those.
So July 27th, 2003, that's when Bob Hope died. So it's already to the point where you have to say 20 years ago to do the Hope Jobs Cash joke. That's the last time they were together. And now you have to do 25 or 30 after July 27th.
Wait, when did
Because it'll
Steve
be
Jobs die?
20 years. Steve Jobs died in 2011.
Oh, that's right.
But it's the last time all three of them were alive.
Chet got fooled by Tim Cook thinking he's Steve Jobs. Let Tim cook. That's what the Zoomer's been saying. Let Tim cook.
Gay Steve Jobs.
Yep. Gave Steve Jobs.
They woke him up. They killed him with smoothies and then they woke him all up.
Let Tim cook is one of the dumbest fucking things.
Let Tim cook.
Let Tim cook. That's what all the executives say at Apple when he makes a decision.
I was my Zoomer coworker. I started coughing. I just coughed like once, and she's like, "Oh, choking on Casper's dick." Like, what?
Yo.
Oh, I was like, "Fuck, that's
a
pretty
good
good." Yeah.
Although I've been calling yawns ghost blowjobs for years now on stream.
Usually when one of my coworkers yawns, I jam my fingers down their throat.
So, tell your Zoomer to stop using millennial sayings.
Yeah.
It's so funny to call
Quit
them out like that.
copying.
I was listening back to some of the Howard Stern public access calls. Those have been a part of my life for the majority of my life at this
They're
point.
so good.
Those from they're from probably 2006 to 2009, and that made me think of the one where they're calling the Talking Yankees guy who has the
Dude.
world's longest
Yeah,
penis.
Jonah Falcon's podcast. Did you know that, Aaron? The guy with the world's longest penis, which you probably heard his name on several podcasts, Jonah Falcon. He had a long time radio show, public access radio show called Talking Yankees. And once the Howard Stern
That
guys
sounds
found
vaguely
it
familiar.
was over for him once Sal and Richard found it because they would call
Yeah, they
in
just
for
destroyed his life.
5 hours. They made him change his time slot at certain points to like 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. and they would still call in right at 3 a.m.
God.
Yeah, and the best thing they would do is he would change it when they were off season to Talking Xbox because the Yankees weren't playing, and then they would only ask Yankees questions.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Jonah Falcon, and you're on Talkin' Xbox. That's right. The Yankee season is over, and now we're going to talk about the Xbox 360. I want to hear what you guys have to think about BioShock or Halo 3 or, stuff like that. You're on the air. Hello?
What do you think about Joe Torre?
So, I'm not accepting calls from Sirius Radio, obviously. You're on the air. You're on the air.
You think they're going to pick up Manny Ramirez next year?
Wrong show. You're on the air.
Anybody else like the show?
You're on the air.
Hello?
Oh, God.
Man, that's what
So
Stefan
good.
and I should do in the hockey off season.
But it reminded me of that because there was one where he kept coughing, and they called in and said, "Are you choking on cum?"
I love it too when he's like, I like the one guy who's like, "You got a lot of idiots calling in tonight. Anyway, I got a question about Johnny Damon." He's like, "Yeah, go ahead." He's like, "Yeah, how big is your cock?" And he hangs up. He's like, "This is why our world is really messed up these days. No one wants to discuss. Everyone's just so it's getting so
Yeah.
Public access was so awesome. That was a great middle zone between internet live streams and like regular TV.
I love the empty threats of that era too. Of I got caller ID, buddy. You're gonna be hearing from me after the show. Like what? You're gonna call me? I can just not answer. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah. And it's also a giant industrial phone system they have with 30 different numbers.
Yeah. Well, the one guy on Tradio, the one time he's like, who the hell is calling me from Sirius? It's just showing up his caller ID as Sirius Radio. There's calling from Howard Stern's office.
Well, it's like the 90s or early aughts equivalents of like tagging the FBI on Twitter.
Yeah, people have always done that shit. Like the Fatty people did that. They did some funny versions of that where they said that they had files with Interpol, the organization, not the band.
Bro, the prank calls were so simple too. They didn't have to be gross or mean or anything. Like the Tradio ones, they would have like obviously an office full of shit and like their writing room basically, and that's where they do the calls from. And these old guys, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I got this whatever to sell." And it was always the really
Yeah, I
fucked
can't
up.
find it here. I can't find it here. Oh, it's just somewhere over here.
It sounds like they're going through the junk drawer for like 6 minutes straight. Hold up. And it's just Sal and Richardson. They're going, "Nah, hold up, hold on. And the guy's just getting fucking. Eventually they'll just hang up. They'll be like, "Call us back when you find it." And they call back, be like, "Looks like we disconnected. Hold on, I'm gonna find it now."
That's why those were so good. Like they were the most like corn pone podunk nowhere radio stations that were only listened to by 85-year-old women And then so they don't know about the concept of trolling.
Yeah.
Like the worst they would do as far as like a tasteless joke is make some joke about oblivious to what they're selling is obviously like a Nazi item. Or like something used in the Holocaust, and they'll explain like, "This is my grandpa's. He was in the army in Germany back in the late 30s, something like that." And the fucking Tradio guys be like, "How much you want for it?" And then they say the price. "What's your number?" "Okay," and like move on. Like just go ahead and sell that. It's fucking crazy.
Well, Alex, that was you. You did the Tradio prank call with the meat in the glove. Let's lock in the glove box or something like that. Was that you?
Yeah, I did a few of those in like 2013, I think, when I was in college.
When you were a child.
Yeah.
When I was a child, I was a mere boy. I would call into those and say something like that, and they would react to it differently. Like some of them would get mad, some of them would try to roll with the punches if it was more of a modern one. Or I would give them a situation like a Mustang with a ham locked in the glove compartment and it's stuck shut, and they would kind of try to riff on it, and it would just be good content for the show.
Yeah.
So that's cool too.
Good morning, Tradio.
Hi.
Hi.
I got a 2003 Ford Mustang, bright red. It's in a real good condition. It's only got about 50,000 miles on it. The engine's looking really nice. Carburetor. The only problem is the glove compartment has some raw meat in it, and I can't get it out. But other than that, it's really nice. It's just refinished. So my number is 877-239-1038.
Can you repeat that?
877-239-1058.
So the only thing wrong with it is it has the glove compartment's not quite right. And what was the other thing?
What? I said the engine was in good condition.
The engine's in good condition. Okay.
It's just got the meat in there. It's just, you can smell the meat.
Well, you can get that out.
Is he pulling our leg? There's some raw meat in the glove compartment.
Is that what he was talking about?
I think that's what he said.
I had to have him repeat it because I wasn't quite sure.
I don't want to be unkind or anything, but
Well, Febreze will take care of that.
throw a dryer sheet in there.
My favorite were the guys that the one guy that's like, "I've been doing this for 50 damn years and it's never been this bad." So funny.
So I got stun locked for a second there reading some recent research on the link between low-calorie sweeteners and aspartame.
Okay.
Saying that, so there's this one right here. I'll only bring it up because there's like I thought, somewhat interesting factoid in it, where they looked at, it's just over 60,000 people from 88 to 2018 and found like no increased risk to cancer between artificial sweeteners and cancer. But I thought this was kind of cool. The present analysis confirms past U.S.-based reports that low-calorie sweeteners use was associated with higher socioeconomic status, lower prevalence of smoking, and generally higher quality diets. No association with cancer or mortality was observed.
It's people with impulse control.
Yeah.
Wow, what a complimentary study. It's associated with having a giant penis. Being really cool.
Run fast, you reach the high shelf, just tall, cool, handsome.
And then there was another one where they looked
I'm
at...
gonna keep drinking that garbage.
Exactly. I mean, it obviously is not as good as just drinking water. Like, I think there's no debate about that. But you want a little sweet treat with fizzies in it? You're probably fine.
If it was that bad, we would know more than this. It wouldn't be like hinting at it and then not finding anything. Like the amount people drink.
When they try to push this, as I say, push it, because they're trying to make me live my life in a different way than I want to. But no, whenever anything like this comes up, I become like the right wingers or just like the Nick Merckx types, where it's like, oh, if you're woke and you push back on me, I'm gonna get worse. Don't do it. See how bad that could become. Like
Don't
when they
back
do
me
it to
in
me,
the
I'm
corner.
like,
Yeah.
oh, excuse me, cancer. I'm gonna start smoking again. Then I guess I could do that. Then if everything gives me cancer, I'm gonna smoke again. Don't make me do it.
I got pronoun jokes and drafts. Don't make me send them.
Yeah, my fucking pronouns is kiss / my fucking ass.
My pronouns are kiss / band.
Kiss slash the band.
They rock. Walk and roll.
Dude, I was watching the wife swap episode, or the trading spouse episode we were watching this morning. Had a Rhapsody. Some guy left the commercials in. It had a Rhapsody music commercial, and it had a bunch of these fucking like MP3 symbols come together in the sky like a cloud and make the walk on hand, and we all like, oh yeah, walk on. Back in the 2000s when we walked on, and we didn't walk on.
Walk and roll.
I remember Rhapsody. That was Real Media, Real Player. They tried to get their own like iTunes ripoff, and no one really bought into it. I think you could do streaming too.
It was shite.
Yeah, it was utter shite. But remember the band Rhapsody?
Yeah, they had to change their
name.
Of Fire.
Yeah, because of it's so funny when that happens. When it's like no one knows what Rhapsody is now. We're the only people talking about it, but they had to change their name, and now they're still Rhapsody of Fire. They just got owned.
Bullshit.
It's like the when OK Go sued Post because they had a cereal that was like a single serve cereal thing that was called OK Go. And it was the worst selling product of all time, and it's gone now. But OK Go sued the cereal company, and then they sued them back. And then they had to spend a bunch of money on legal fees. And like the lawsuit was still going after they stopped selling the cereal named OK Go.
OK Go spent a lot of time just making music videos that would go viral. They did the treadmill one.
That was so cool.
Yeah, it was fun to walk sideways on treadmills and go, I'm OK Go, then fall.
Okay to go.
Good to go. Oh, man.
Yeah, a lot of people died doing that video. They had to replace 3 of their bassists because they just slipped over and
the
they
band
put it on too fast.
The band Viet Cong had to change their name to what are they? Preoccupations now?
Preoccupations,
Yeah,
yeah.
because they got sued by
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
They did
got
the
sued by the
thing
country of
too,
Vietnam.
where like the easiest way to not get canceled is just to never admit that you did anything wrong when you get called out about it.
Yeah.
So by like going back and switching their name, they're like, okay, yeah, we were actually racist, which I think reflects.
And it was like
worse on
they
them,
were.
right?
It was like liberal anti-communists that got them. To
Yeah.
do it. It was like people who were like, the Viet Cong killed people, dude.
Americans.
They killed people. They killed Americans. It was shit like that.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Americans
Joy Division got
killed.
away with it.
What were we doing?
Yeah, they
over there?
did. They did.
They got away
Well,
with
no,
it.
they had to switch their band.
They had to change their name to New Order and execute their
Blue
singer.
Rodeo.
They were originally called Warsaw before Joy Division too.
That's right.
They didn't want anyone thinking they were Polish.
They got sued by the city. Yeah, they didn't want anyone thinking they were Polish. That's why he was so depressed.
That's why it's my favorite. I prefer the Warsaw recordings to the Joy Division ones on the songs that are the same. So that's just
Yeah,
my
I like the
that's
early
my
Joy Division stuff.
that's my hipster take of the day. It's very good. The
You know,
Warsaw-
it's the band from the shirt.
Latinos are suing Tiesto for having a name that sounds like it's Latino, and he's from the Netherlands.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know who used to control the Netherlands?
Yep.
Spain.
Spain.
Oh.
It was part of the Spanish Empire
Yep.
for a little bit.
Tiesto responded to the lawsuit. He said, "Don't Tiest me."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting to see what happens there. People are gonna be going to just tell that story at work now. Your Tiesto's being sued. He has a Latino
I heard
name.
Avicii got sued by some Romans because he had a Roman sounding
They had him
last name.
killed.
Yeah, they had him killed. They stabbed him in the forum. It was crazy.
So fucking stupid.
Do you remember where you were when he died?
No, it was the forearm.
I was in the dorm being insensitive about it.
Wait, when who died? When who died?
Avicii.
Oh, that's right. No.
I was in Australia. I was walking around.
I was like, well,
that's
fuck
very
mate.
vague.
Were you in Bris Vegas?
No, I was
Avicii-
in
Avicii
Sydney
died.
at the Sydney Fitness
Oh,
Expo.
Sid Vegas.
Yeah, Sid
Yeah,
Vegas. And they played the this cowboy sounding song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't wake me up when
It's
it's
all
all
over.
over.
I was like, oh yeah, he died today, didn't he?
The song went to Target because I heard it in Target right when it came out, and I thought I was like alone in that corner of the store. And like right when the like vocals kicked in, I was like, "Making my way down the street," loud as fuck. And this girl just like sitting there unboxing like shoes and putting them on the shelf. I was like,
Man, that must be so awesome to get to do unboxings for your job.
It was. I loved it. I loved
She's
that
so
shit.
lucky. You get to do unboxing of products all day,
That
and
shit
they
actually
pay you
sucked.
money.
You know what's talked about working in shoes at any of those stores? When someone puts one of them somewhere else.
Oh yeah, different sizes mixed up, and there's no
Yeah.
way to track it.
Let me go on a journey here and find this. It was fine though. What could I care?
Scotty Allen Day comes in and tries every single pair on.
I've talked about that before. The worst thing. Tom would probably have something different to say depending on what was going on. But I hated the trading cards. Was the worst fucking thing to do because an hour later they were fucked up again because of like mock tax coming and being like, duh, go, and fucking just shuffling through everything.
Booger kids.
Yeah.
Booger kids would come over
Hey.
and smear boogers on.
Booger boy, shoot him with a pellet gun from across the store. I'm security.
It's the kid from the first level of the Wind Waker.
Ugh.
Here's the big booger that comes out and slurps it in.
Yeah, the big snot.
That was all the Melanie Mac guys until they were 17.
That's my poor cat right now. She has a little cold.
Oh.
Aw.
Dolce.
Yeah, how's she doing?
Good. I didn't know cats' internal temps were already like 101 to 103, so 105 is actually not that impressive.
Okay, cool.
Cats are already pretty hot.
They run hot.
Yeah, they do.
That's a hot cat.
But she was up there and she wasn't feeling good. So at the end of the recording of the last pod, actually, is when she got brought to the emergency vet on the 4th of July. So that was a nice. I think the bill was close to $666, which is appropriate.
Sick.
It's a devilish price.
Fuck.
But she got her meds. She's doing a lot better. Every day she's a little back to herself, but she's old and
That's
takes a
good.
little while to
How
recover.
old is she now?
She's 13.
Damn.
Wow.
But
Oldest cat I ever had was 14.
my uncle, I think I've talked about him before. My uncle had a cat named Rambo, and Rambo was born in
Vietnam?
80, yeah, Vietnam. Rambo
They
was
got really
born
upset and made him change their name to Preoccupations.
Rambo was born in 84 and died in 2009.
Wow.
Holy moly.
5-year-old cat, and he was over 20 pounds.
Holy.
Sometimes
yeah,
those
like,
big fat cats can live a long
was
time, like way longer than
he
you
was
would
one
expect.
of those Maine Coons that was just like the darkest gray without being like a black cat, just like that really dark gray and the
Yeah,
big yellow
yeah.
eyes.
Mm.
And he basically just had the whole upstairs to himself. He was like, "Don't fucking come near me."
Maine
I'm
Coons
in
are
my
awesome. They're like
apartment.
dogs.
That's a fucking. He was. I think it was like 2 months before his 25th birthday. He's 24 years old. Such a
Wild.
fucking old ass cat.
No,
The
we had
record-
like one of my childhood ones lived to be like 17 or 18, somewhere in that range.
Crazy.
Which is what I'm banking
Isn't
on
the
for
oldest
my cats.
cat
I
ever,
better
like,
be an
32?
old ass man when they die.
I want my cat to be 32, like the
The
oldest.
oldest,
cat ever.
Yeah.
oldest record, oldest dog
Yeah,
record was
oldest-
just broken like within the last year.
Oh yeah, wasn't it just like
it's-
that little rat-looking one?
No, it was actually like a medium to large sized dog. It was pretty,
That's
pretty
crazy.
chunky. It was down in like Brazil or Brazil or Chile or something like that. And then my dog Leica, she was 17 when she died last year. So
Yeah, we had a couple
That's
dogs
good.
make it to. Our little
That's
dog,
why-
our
but,
Boston
like, that's
Terrier
why I
made it
keep
to 18
them
or
small.
19, which is really
yeah,
good.
that's why I always stick with little dogs, just because I don't want them to die in 7 years. Like
All
some-
pets have two short
Yeah,
of
yeah.
lives, except birds. They're pretty appropriate.
Yeah.
The current
Turtles,
oldest
maybe.
cat is 32.
Turtles got too
Rosie.
long of lives.
I'm on the Wikipedia list of oldest cats. So sorry, we're going to do a podcast about list here. I'm sorry for being a copier, but
No,
oldest
say
cat
it's just
ever.
a bunch of facts. You don't got to call a list.
okay, yeah,
Podcast
sorry.
about fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
Insights into
Anyways,
lists.
oldest one ever reported, 40 years old, lived from 1972 to 2012 in the UK.
Damn.
Here's the fuck thing. Okay, Cream Puff, born in 67, died in 2005. Same owner as Grandpa Rex's Alan, which for some reason, that's the cat's name, Grandpa Rex's Alan. 64, lived till 1998. So 34 years old and 38 years old.
Genetics,
That
though,
fu-
makes sense.
Like,
Are they
were
related?
they related, or is the fucking
Or is the
owner
guy
a liar?
Mhm.
The guy just. How do you prove that? Because cats
I
don't
know,
have
I
birth
believe
records.
it. It's probably like that guy Gerald Stratton that can grow the giant vegetables. He's just the master of it. You know how I
What's his
believe it?
fucking
If you've
secret?
ever read the original Dr. Dolittle book, the one with the British guy that can talk to the animals, it's one of
Mhm.
those guys, and I absolutely believe it. And if there's anybody that can do that, like it's going to be in Britain. Be some old dude that. It's some guy that you'd see like light a candle by fucking pointing at it, and then he'd notice that you saw him do it and be like, ah, fucking shuffle away.
People grow giant pumpkins by giving them IVs of nutrients.
That's
If
crazy.
they put liquid nutrients into the stem, they just
Okay.
pump it up.
Do they fuck it?
They fuck it.
My pumpkin Terry Shivo, I'm tube feeding it.
The mayor gets to fuck whichever the winning pumpkin is.
Wow. Do you guys remember the guy that a couple of years ago that set the new world record for the longest ride down a river in a pumpkin? And it was the one he grew. And the funniest thing is that he broke a record of somebody that only did it like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
He's like, no, fuck that.
Eat shit, loser.
He crushed
Like I
it
see
too.
is a different vegetable now.
I'm pretty sure he crushed it by like a lot.
Alex, did you say the name of the current oldest living cat?
Rosie.
Oh, well, that's not on this
Or is
list.
it a
but
different one?
There's one that's 36 in Thailand called Great Grandma Wad.
That's cool.
Yeah, also that they weren't related, those two ones that belonged to the same guy. One was a tabby and the other one was a
He's a
Sphinx
liar.
Devon Rex.
That means
Okay,
nothing.
that guy's lying.
Cats can have any species. It's like an RNG rule.
Yeah, you gotta keep respawning kittens until you get the correct skin.
That would be horrible. Think about the fucking nasty factories that would exist of everyone trying to roll a sphinx and shit.
Oh
Ugh.
yeah, they get the nasty ones.
Ew.
Get them out of here.
Well, so I work
Put
with
him
a
outside.
guy who has a Bengal cat,
Those are
which
cool.
yeah, I forget what they're bred with, but he doesn't know which generation it was from like the wild cat to the domesticated cat, but he has to like take it outside and like exercise it and stuff like a dog. And I never
Like a
knew
dog.
this. I guess it's against his religion to have a dog. He's like,
Fuck that.
yeah,
What
I'm like-
religion?
he I don't know. It's just his friend was from Lebanon, I think. So
Muslims don't have dogs
Catholic.
typically.
yeah,
Is it Druze?
I didn't know it was a religious thing, but he wanted like the most dog-like cat that he could possibly have, which is why he got like.
I think it would be a Maine
Bengal.
Coon.
And he showed me videos of it. It looks cool as hell, but it's bigger and gnarlier than a Maine Coon. He was actually saying that he wanted a Maine Coon as well, but like I guess if you have a Bengal, you can't have another type because it'll just like fuck it up.
It'll eat it.
It looks like it's one of those rules. Dogs in Islam, as they are in rabbinic Judaism, are conventionally thought of as ritually impure.
Yeah, they're like only allowed to have them as like farm animals. I think
Right,
you said.
right. So
So you could like herd
Not as
sheep
like
or
a-
whatever, but you're not allowed to like just have
watchdogs
them as
or
a
other
pet.
utilitarian purposes,
Yeah.
but not simply for companionship. AnimalsInIslam.com is where that information's from. So probably the.
But a lot of animals do say Allah, or they read the Quran, or they don't step on the Quran.
That was one of the funniest parts of watching the God Warrior trading spouses again today.
Not of God. It's not Christians. Did you not ask if she believed in God? She's not a Christian!
Almost at the very start of the episode, one of her kids is like giving her a massage or something, or doing her hair, and she says, she says I love it, but like says it halfway, and it sounds like she's going Allah, like in perfect Arabic. I was like, wow, wait a
Allah.
second, and roll it back, Allah.
I love those videos of a crow going Allah. Allah.
Allah.
My cat is saying Allah.
I like the crows that fucking still sound like their owner from like 4 owners before. So it'll be like some British lady being like, oh, hello, good morning. And the bird's like, good morning.
Wait, there's crows that can talk?
Crows can talk very well. Yeah, ravens.
What?
Yeah, look up Julian the Raven. He's one of the most
They can't talk as well as parrots, but they can vocalize.
They
That's
can
cool
vocalize
as hell.
insanely. But ravens are more intelligent than parrots overall. They can solve
Yeah, parrots
shit
just
more.
copy what other people are saying.
Yeah.
They're very unoriginal. They're known for plagiarism.
Ravens, I believe, are the most intelligent bird.
I believe so. Hey, you know
Actually,
that
wait
one
a minute.
that
In that Edgar Allan Poe story, the raven just copies what he's saying.
He spake it.
What if that was a parrot? What if that was a parrot and it was just dark?
well, no, we established ravens can talk, so
But they don't. They say original stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I got to
original
see?
quips.
spitting off the dome.
When I was in Australia and Avicii died, I went to the Blue Mountains and we saw those
Come
birds
on.
that were in the David Attenborough film that can like mimic all those
The
different
lyrebird.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yep.
And so they're making some bizarre sounds. It wasn't as crazy as like in that viral video. It was pretty cool. Apparently, it's pretty rare to see them there too.
There's some other birds that do some sort of stuff like that too, where they'll do like the regional ambulances and shit. It's really funny.
It is cool that they just go around copying car noises, like a little kid going like, "Brrr, brrr, vroom, vroom, vroom."
Sorry if you're listening to this in traffic and thought you're getting overtaken by a motorcycle.
Sorry if you thought there were lyrebirds around.
Yeah.
Or ravens or
I'm
parrots.
sorry if you just don't like birds at all, because they're not real. How about that, guy?
This is the birdcast.
My dad latched onto that one. He's got a flag hanging up in his garage. It's
Your dad's gay, dude.
Yeah.
I get why people. I mean, my mom's a Randy Rainbow fan.
Yeah.
Oh. Your mom's gay, dude.
Like I get why you would see that for the first time and be like, oh, that's kind of funny. But we've been seeing it for like 14 years.
Yeah.
And the guy's been interviewed so many times by different newspapers that it's like
me being like, damn,
we're sick of it.
Your guys' parents are cringe. Mine's just normal racist.
My parents are just into Michael Flynn and shit like that.
Yeah, the humorist from Chicago.
Yeah, the humorist.
somewhat of a humorist myself. Oh, I'm only one day away, I think, from... No, maybe I could do it today. I think I can change my Epic Games name to Minge Scranner. That'll last an hour or so.
You're gonna get that changed.
Fanny Scranner, maybe.
Can you like... If you get your name changed like a certain amount of times, do they like just perma you?
No. Definitely not.
Probably up to discretion, depending on what it is.
No, because the Action Man guy still has his OG account. He always kept changing his name to like Suck My Dick with different characters and getting it changed like every time he can change it. His name is always Use or something. So if he hasn't been banned,
maybe they just figure there are so many kids and
they should
kids
ban that
do
guy for
stupid
being
shit.
ugly. They should look at that guy in real life and ban him.
Who is that guy?
Action Man. He's a kick streamer now because he gambles. I think he moved to Mexico, and he's definitely the kind of guy that will get killed.
Oh, wait a minute.
Also.
Joker has talked to this guy.
Action Man,
This guy knows Hex Joker.
Action Man, the guy ACT7ION. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was trying to remember where I had seen his name. Yeah.
And all he does is talk about how he's been sober from heroin for like 7 years, which is cool, whatever. But he's this fucking tall, freak-looking kid, and he has like a monk haircut.
What have you done lately?
That's what I'm saying. Like, he hasn't done heroin, but it seems like he's on everything else all the time. Like, hey guys, I think I'm gonna do about a 36-hour stream today. Like, that's weird to announce, but all right.
Well, that's the Coke website.
Yeah, someone got a new fucking... Yeah, I wonder what he's doing moving to, like, Campeche, Mexico for, like, 6 months to gamble on steak. And he's like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna get a 36-hour stream out of the way this week. Like, yeah, I bet you are.
Man.
Just looking over at his left, this fucking pile of Coke.
Now, Melanie Mack is on Kick.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
so are all of her supporters and many of their trolls.
One of the funniest things about that is I heard the trolls, every time a troll comes in and it's like says he's Andrew Robb 15 or whatever, the real Andrew Robb basically does the mods and like tags
delete it now, delete it now. And then the mods have to yell at him.
By Extreme Nerd Pat, one of the head mods. Extreme Nerd Pat fucking bodied this clown and said something about
don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, quit commanding the mods. You've been told multiple times not to command the mods what to do. So they hate Andrew more than the trolls. The trolls will come in with a name like AR-15 Butt Stink and be like, Melanie, you're doing great. And she'll read that comment and be like, thanks. And then AR's like, he's also been completely mogged in the fucking donos this week. He donated like 3 fucking subs on there to like get on the top 3 donated, so his name was at the top. And then 3 different guys in an hour donate 100 subs each. Like, strap $500 in there.
God damn, we gotta get more racist.
He can't even get her fucking. He can't even get her fucking reply, like her faves on his replies now and shit. It's hilarious.
It's because she's new on there. I don't think the 100 gifted guy is going to do that every day.
Another funny AR-15 moment from this week that I forgot to mention last time was him giving someone fitness advice on their Discord. I only saw a screenshot of it. I would never go on that. But
I got banned already, unfortunately.
Him saying
for what?
Him saying that because somebody said
I went in the voice chat and played dog whistles.
Somebody was raising
a prayer meeting.
If watching scary movies is good cardio because they can feel their heart rate go up.
Oh my god!
And Andrew said probably not as good as working out because watching a scary movie would only burn a few hundred calories. He's going off his broken fucking fitness watch that's recording him like quadruple. First of all, that thing thinks he's like 1,700 pounds, and that's why a 25-minute walk burns like a pound for him. He's like, wow.
It's ridiculous.
That's why he's so skinny now.
We're
no
pretty
matter
sure
what he does,
just never put in his age and weight, so it says like he's 100 years old and 1,000 pounds. And they're like, damn, this old man walks so well for his weight and age, and he's losing a lot of weight because of it. It's so funny. Just imagine.
He's not the person to give people advice.
Just imagine a 1,000-pound 100-year-old just sauntering across a field with his fitness band on and burning a fucking 3,000 calories in a half hour walk.
I'd like to also do a little quick, I guess, omissions and errors. There's not trolls in Melanie's chat. There's a singular troll named Kevin.
Oh yeah, it's some guy named Kevin. We
Doing
don't
it
know
all.
who he is, and he's
Genuinely don't know
decided
who he
to.
is. But he
He's
saves us a
stalking
lot
the
of time.
stalkers.
Yeah.
Now I don't have to make kick accounts.
Yeah, I went through all of mine. Didn't really bother making more.
Also, Kick will IP ban you for like 10 minutes. It's really funny.
What?
It like expires. Yeah, people were getting perma the other day. Then like they would refresh like 5 times and be back.
Another funny thing on there is that if you delete a message, you can just refresh the page and it'll reappear.
Yeah,
Even if you
it's
ban
in
the
the
person,
chat.
you can just see what it was again.
Yeah, Chrono Kick was in there defending his honor. That's not the real Kick's Chrono, by the way.
That's not the real Kicks
My
Chrono, dude.
my only like kick account that I made Christina Grimmie and came in and said before my death I had a big crush on one of my Twitter followers and got banned.
Oh my god, man.
It's true. He added Melanie Mac in 2014. Mocktac did, like once or twice in passing, and then he waited 2 years, and then the day that he added her again was the day after Christina Grimmie died.
Literally, yeah.
Damn, he moves quick.
But no, that's
Yeah,
what we're saying.
The next day.
We made this fucking, like, we're like, wow, he was really into Christina Grimmie, and she really looks like him. And we recently figured out that's when he really started going in on the Melanie thing, was literally 7 years ago, the day after she was killed. 8 years ago, whatever.
Yeah, by a guy exactly like him, who
exactly
was
like him.
talked the same way, but
Not
a guy
only
who was
that, bro,
probably a little. He had more
Mocktac
access to
was
firearms.
writing fan fiction of him being Christina's bodyguard before she got killed, and then
What?
and then after was writing fan fiction about how he could have saved her.
That rules.
We gotta send Aaron. We gotta send Aaron those posts because I think he was working the day those got posted.
The video of her being
Yeah.
shot is unfortunately on YouTube. You can't see it.
Ew.
I was looking for one of her songs once,
It was just on the
and
news
that's on the
when that
first
happened.
page.
Oh, jeez.
It was on the
It's
news
like-
when that happened, like everywhere.
It's like someone in the crowd, and you just hear like 1 minute you see her, and then it's like it's like panning away from her, and then you hear 3 shots.
Yeah,
It's,
Goddamn.
man,
it was quick.
Nasty.
Her brother dove on the kid and beat his ass. I think before he got shot, right? Or turned the gun on him and killed him.
I think the kid killed himself.
Yeah.
And the guy's name was Kevin, and I remember Mocktac said once, "I wonder if this is this a coincidence? Is this maybe the guy who killed Christina Grimmie?"
Oh,
I go,
what?
No, he died.
He died.
He died in 2016. You don't remember?
You never heard of a ghost?
That's why Mocktac's the perfect, like, George, when are we going to see the rabbits? Because he can sit there and type words and shit and spell stuff and use grammar correctly. And he has, like, a grasp on things enough to be like, wow, it's tough being a YouTuber. You have a lot of weird fans out there. Gotta watch out for those guys. Like,
Not me,
that's
though.
you. You're the fucking weirdo, man. There's a lot of guys like that, though. That's AR-15 too. He has it in his head where, like, I need to protect these women that I agree with, and they better love me, or else.
I
Really
did have.
bad.
I
Also,
have.
I really go ahead.
Go ahead. No, finish. Finish. Where you're going.
I was gonna say that AR-15 he posts. Okay, third funny AR-15 thing this week. On the 4th of July, his only day off, because everything was closed, he tried to go shooting. And he went to one shooting
Yeah.
range, and they told him that he can't go there because he had full jacketed ammo, which would fucking ricochet off their indoor shit and possibly kill somebody. And he called them pansies. And then every other range in the city was closed, so he couldn't go shooting on his day off. But he did get some time in the next day out of the rage, I'm sure. And I hate how much his fucking rig, his AR-15 setup, is like exactly a gun you would see like on the ground after a shooting, like after the shooting gets taken down, like identical.
Didn't he have like some anime stickers or something on his magazines?
It was
or-
Gina Carano's shitty merch where it's like chibi Gina Carano, like she needed to be wider.
It's
and then
fucking-
she's wearing her copyrighted Star Wars thing, which she's not even allowed to sell because she's not in that anymore and she doesn't own that character.
We love
She's not
Cara Dune.
allowed to play the character. And he put that haphazardly on his AR magazine.
He's so cool. I
dope.
know. I say
And he
that, like,
spells
every-
her name wrong. Every time he spells it
Gina
Corano.
Corano.
I don't know how
horny
you,
are you, buddy?
how do you think about Gina Corano that much and you call her Gina Corano?
Fucking idiot. All those guys are so cool. Also, Lingle's still hellbanned. He can't.
I was
can't do a
laughing so
goddamn
hard.
thing.
I wanted to just like peruse his timeline, I think on my like lunch break or whatever, and I searched like jail Stoned Raider and to see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all like 4 out of 5 of them are locked.
Oh,
Gotta have a bunch of
Raider.
backups.
There was somebody else. I think on our Discord or something that grabbed like JL Stoned Raider 1 through like 70 with a bot or something, or like 10 through 70, like all the names.
Yeah, someone keeps parking those accounts like Sega Nerd.
Oh yeah,
is now
Sega Nerd 1991 and Moctac's old account, I think, are both says seized by the FBI on the fucking header, and it has their faces with face app smiles. As the
this domain has been seized.
I've seen in a while.
It's so funny, and that's just up forever, and they can't get rid of it. And they deserve it, because the reason he deleted that account is because he got blocked, and he wanted to evade a block because he was stalking Melanie.
Yeah.
The Sega Nerd 1 is a picture of him face app, so he's smiling real big.
Yeah, the Moctax was too. I think Moctac 2 was like, that's not the real me, and I wasn't smiling like that or something.
I would never smile. Yeah, those guys, they all think it's cool to always go around scowling. People think it's cool when you're scowling.
That's the problem with Justin Lingle. We figured out there's not enough goblin-looking Schmeagol men in the fucking database for Midjourney. It doesn't know how to like do anything with Justin Lingle. So it always just gives him these big jacked arms for no reason on his little body, and gives him like the Chad face, because he has pretty defined bone structure because he's like frail, and he looks like a skull. That's what I like to call guys. Like, you look like a skull, man. But
he looks like the grandpa from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah. He has that kind of facial structure.
Yeah, that's it. And Midjourney just makes him hotter every time. It can't make him look shittier, which is really funny. He's the only person where AI's like, no, you can't look this bad. We gotta fix you up.
When I was a teen reading like Pua ebooks, I remember they said something about like the underlook, and it's like, look how Clint Eastwood like looks in his movies, and there's a couple of other serious actors like, I don't know, De Niro in Taxi Driver.
Kind of does the scowl.
Shit. Yeah, and it's like, so it's like practice doing this, and there's a photo of me. It was like a family photo that we went to like the photo place to get done in grade 11, and I'm like trying to do the cool look, which I read about in my Pua ebooks, and it looks like
funny.
I'm the world's most pompous guy who's also constipated.
It's awesome to think that women
like
love
Beavis
Clint
face.
Eastwood.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Clint Eastwood was voted the #1 hottest guy of all time by women our age.
Yeah.
No, I remember a really gay thought I had when I was like 10. I was like, my favorite hockey. Well, first of all, even before that, I thought squinting made me cool, and I was right. And so I'd walk around squint, even though my eyesight was fine. I'd walk around and do this. But then I saw Hot Shots with Charlie Sheen, and I was like, man, having your eyebrows do cool stuff is cool too. Then I started working my eyebrows out more, and I'm able to move mine pretty well now. But I also have like a natural mean face because of it. I was always like doing like sort of a mad face. And then I remember Steve Eisman. I'm like, Steve Eisman's the hottest man in the world. That's what I thought when I was like 10. I'm like, he's my favorite player, and I was like, he's hot, and he does the cool thing with his eyebrows. So that's when I started doing this. It's the Steve Eisman.
Made some questionable moves this offseason, but
you know what?
Let the man cook.
Something's got to give. So just do whatever you want.
Let Tim
Steve.
cook.
Yeah, let Tim cook.
Let Steve cook.
I'll let Steve. If anyone's gonna cook, I'll let Steve cook, for sure.
I used to squint all the time, and then Charlie Sheen really opened my eyes.
Yeah, he did. Charlie Sheen and Hot Shots. I was like, man, this guy's really good looking. Hopefully he never gets AIDS and says it's tiger's blood.
Yeah, I hope this guy doesn't download child porn.
By the way, if you guys haven't watched Hot Shots in a while, it's worth revisiting. It's one of the most laugh out loud funny movies. You can't stop paying attention.
Part 2? Because I heard that one's better.
I honestly like the first one better, but they're both so good. There's no bad ones to me. But the first one is like, even on parts where it seems like there's boring dialogue around, they're tricking you. Look in the background. There's people getting like concussions and shit the entire time. It's crazy. Like when he's fucking in the teepee talking to the old fucking Indian chief, passing the peace pipe and like trying to decide if he should go back to the Navy because they need him for this one last mission to kill Saddam, whatever. And he's like pouring his heart out for like 5 minutes, and then the fucking chief takes off his Walkman headphones he can't see under his headdress, and is like, tells him like, bring back batteries. That was his only advice. It's really good. I love that shit.
I can't find the family photo right now, but I do have another photo of me doing the exact same face. Maybe you could describe it to the listener.
I remember doing shit like that. Like when I was 3, I thought it was cool to show your teeth when you got a picture taken. So there are a couple of pictures of me where I'm just like showing my teeth and smiling with my, like it just looks weird.
Aaron, you look like if Tyler Blevins was at an Opeth show in 2010.
I was trying to pose coolly.
Yeah. You look like. Also, you're next. Aaron's next to this big mud wall, and it looks like he's stuck in a pit like Shadow on Homeward Bound when he falls in the rail pit, and he's trying to crawl up the mud.
Those animals were so stupid. They should have just stayed put.
They were great actors, though.
They were.
David Spade voiced Chance, I believe.
He trained him too.
Oh wow, training Pitbull's not easy. That movie freaked me out in some parts, like when they were pulling the porcupine needles out of the dog's face. That
happened to my car.
That was crazy movie makeup. They made that dog have the nastiest shit stuck to his face. Wonder how that works.
I was getting my car worked on, and there were porcupine needles in the bottom.
What the fuck?
They had like the cover on the bottom. Yeah, it was.
You must have hit one night.
I guess I don't remember it happening, but yeah, there was.
You were on a drunk drive.
Yeah, I don't remember the porcupine.
No, I
was speeding around Porcupine Acres.
It might have been one of those things. There's somebody else hit one, and they were all over the road.
Maybe, yeah. They have a lot of quills. Say what you will about porcupines,
no, I sound like
but
Nick. I mean
quantity
Brian.
of quills,
I mean
they
Nick,
have us all beat.
Making up excuses. Oh, maybe you hit one and you didn't know. Well, maybe you didn't know. Fucking Mr. No Logic guy. Well, maybe yeah, just like Mike Outlaw, huh? Yeah, huh.
Are there any updates on that? I think I watched Freddie Foodie King's video after our last podcast. I know they did some stream.
Robbie P2's announcement about the Federation being dissipated and shouting everyone out one last time, being like, he didn't mention anything about him being a pedophile. It's all like, we all mutually decided.
Yeah, it's so funny, like he's trying to be diplomatic or something, as if all these people didn't say, this guy wants to fuck kids. I hate him.
Yeah,
he sucks.
Anyone who's not a Patreon, we talked about this a lot in our last episode, but there's been a huge falling out in the Foodie Federation because Robbie P2 Vlog is a known pedo, was trying to take over the group away from Joey's World Tour. So Gary 20 and Freddie Foodie King said, enough, we're out.
My favorite sound clip, too, is someone in one of the Discord calls saying, you are a fucking pedophile. And he goes, yeah, well, that gives you no reason to be able to bully me.
Yeah, he has so many videos like that where he's giving the worst defense of all time. It's like, it was a decoy. Nothing happened.
Yeah,
it was a decoy.
Someone was I was sexting a decoy. They were tricking me.
It was a guy pretending to be a kid.
Fuck.
It would be legal if I fucked him. If I went to his house and fucked him.
I didn't even touch him. An adult. He was of age.
Yeah, but it was just more of the same shit.
Whiny kid voice. It was, oh god, so fun.
Like Outlaw went live while we were doing our podcast and just kept doing the same shit, like equivocating about it and trying to change the subject. Because
he also refused to talk about the pedophile stuff without being in character as some sort of fucking wrestler.
Yeah,
Hollywood Mike.
He come out as like Jersey
Hollywood
Mike or some shit.
He was Hollywood Mike.
Jersey like, Mike is what his name should be. Fucking fed up sub sandwich eating motherfucker.
Like, even if he is just also a pedophile and that's why he's so cagey about this shit, like, why would you even... What's the point of this? Why fall on the sword for pick rob?
Now, how would a man that wants to be a baby again be a pedophile?
He's got some weird shit going on.
Well, the funniest Outlaw thing is, like, you guys found his fucking forum post or whatever from, like, 2005?
That's how all this started, because the Foodie Federation... fell out, and one of his suggestions for what the new federation should be called ended up reminding everyone that he had a forum.
Yeah, it was called. He said, "Well, maybe I'll just restart the dimension," and that just flipped a switch in my brain, and I remembered that I found out a long time ago that he used to be an admin of a forum called the Dimension, where people talked about anime, and this is when he was like 23.
Oh my fucking god. Before we go, can you read the fucking Christmas post?
Yeah, I have it pulled up.
Thank
you. Yeah. So this is from...
There are a lot of very good posts.
It's from 2005.
Keep in mind, this is if it was 2005, he would have been.
He was born 1982.
Yeah. He'd been 23.
God damn it, Alex.
What?
Nothing.
So has that on deck.
He was.
Well,
Yeah,
I kind of. How's an outlaw voice go?
like kind of like this.
Like
maybe
maybe the. My parents have treated me like a kid on this vacation, telling me, "Oh, you gotta go to bed at 9 p.m." And I said I'd rather play my games I got for Xmas. And my dad says you
years
should.
old.
And my dad says you should quit playing those games, or it will ruin your life. LOL. Which, like, did they really ruin his life? Because he's so bad at games.
Do we want to just read the whole thread?
Yeah. I'm gonna keep going. I don't know if there's more to it than.
Well, there's that whole thread is very good.
Okay, yeah,
let me see if I can pull it back up.
I'll continue with this post. Just interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did tell my dad though, hey, they never had video games in your days, and he just got so pissed and said, "You kid," and went to sleep. LOL. When I went to my dad's friend's house, they gave my mom and dad some margaritas, but with an E.
Majoritas.
Yeah. I don't know if I spelled that right, and I asked if I could have one, and my dad's friend said no, but how about a root beer? 23 years old.
Oh,
they totally treated me like a kid. I did have fun in Jackpot, Nevada, though. I won $72 on a Saturday on a double diamond deluxe machine. I got 2 diamonds and a 3-bar. It was cool. I played about 2 days ago and won about $40 in nickels on LOL, the same machine. But this time I got a cherry. It reads like a fucking 5th grader's journal, what they did on their summer vacation. Is wild.
It reminds me a lot of being 12. Like this is earlier in that thread where he's talking about his vacation that he went on with his parents when he was 23. And he says, the next day we camped in Council, Idaho by the Weiser River, and my dad and his friends played their guitars. LOL, I was playing Inuyasha and watching Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040. Lots of crazy things happen in the motorhome, LOL. And he continues, on July 3rd, my mom's friend came up and we just drank and sang songs all night long. LOL, lucky me, I just turned on my dad's generator and played SmackDown vs. Raw and played Inuyasha. Tuesday, it was just my parents and my uncle. We camped one more night, and my dad and uncle played the guitar, and I just sat and played Inuyasha again. I'm getting pretty far on that game. It reminds me of being like 10. Like when you're like feeling bad later that like, wait, I went on a camping trip with my dad and I mostly played Game Boy. That was insensitive. But he's doing that at 23 and then bragging about it on a forum. Like, my dad's such an asshole. My parents treat me like a kid just because I ignore them to play Inuyasha. God fucking damn, he's so stupid.
Can I point out right now that Outlaw, hold on, let me check 1 sec. Just want this to be accurate.
There are so many of these. There's so many of these posts. It reminds me, this stuff was like 2005 to 2007, so it was contemporaneous. Mm-hmm. It's something that we've talked about, like being 13 on a forum and you're talking to guys who are in their 20s, and then you realize later, like, these guys were fucking losers. They weren't actually cool. But he's posting, he's that guy, but he's also saying, my parents don't let me drink alcohol yet. I'm 23.
Perspective on his age and just who he is on YouTube and the timeline. He was 18 months younger than Mr. Beast's current age on that camping trip.
Wow.
Mr. Beast is 25 right now, and he just turned it.
Wait. So he's 23, right?
He was a year and a half younger than him on that camping trip.
There's another big thing in here about how going to my dad's friend's house, it sucked ass, and saying they wanted to buy a house stressed me out yesterday, but I'm relieved now when they said they're just looking. We aren't going to buy a house at all. Well, guys, I'm going to head off to my Aunt Karen's house soon. I'll be back on Saturday at Uncle Keith's house. And then there's a follow-up post.
Relatives everywhere.
Yeah, well, guys, I'm pretty sure we aren't going to move to Idaho anytime soon. My mom and I just can't stand the heat, LOL. Anyways, I'll be home tomorrow around 5 to 7 p.m. Blah, blah, blah. So he's 23 and he's worried about his parents moving to a different state. Motherfucker, just stay where you're at.
Of course
Get an apartment.
That's eventually what he did, because he says he visits his family in Idaho and he lives in Washington.
You know, his fucking fears, though, were probably like, they're not going to have Arby's out there. They're not going to have, literally. That's like a little kid thought.
They're not going to have the anime convention.
Yep.
So I can't play with my penis in front of the people I'm interviewing.
But you shouldn't have filmed them doing it, Alex.
And if they don't have the Komori kind, can't play with my penis in my shorts in front of them during the interview. Play with my penis in my shorts didn't happen. Tom made it. Tom's stupid.
Yeah, Tommy Pimple made it. It's stupid. Tommy Pimple, I'm gonna be famous.
He's gonna deep fake AI. I was playing my penis. They don't let me go back there. It's so stupid. Fuck Tom.
And there's a very funny thing earlier in this thread where he's talking to a guy called Nightcrawler.
Who could that be?
You look at Nightcrawler's post. It seems like he lives very close to Outlaw. That they went to high school together.
Like Snohomish County.
They're real life friends. They meet up in real life. It's an Asian man.
Yeah.
He makes very perverted posts.
Really perverted. He has a fucking tier list of like age of consent basically on that.
What?
Of the age gaps are acceptable of dating. He said
there's a lot of shit on there that's
sixth
like,
grade can date as young as kids who can play tag or who play tag still. And then he said junior high to sixth grade.
You can always play tag.
And then high school to 8th grade. Then college to halfway through 9th grade is okay. And they said like anything above high school senior is free game and put a bunch of exclamation points.
Half your age plus 7, right, folks?
He was doing half your age plus minus 4 grades or whatever, plus.
But he asked Nightcrawler, or NC for short, or Nick for short, not his real name. He asked them to tape, I think, 15 different animes and TV shows for him on a VHS. While he's on vacation, he gives him a list of like 2 weeks of, you have to tape Samurai Champloo at 7 p.m. on this day. And then the next day, there's a WWE thing that's at 1:30 p.m. So you have to tape that for me too.
Oh, I love.
So that's been going on for.
You've heard of T-Bro?
This is 2005.
This is T-Bro. That's awesome.
Those two creepy bastards have been making each other worse for so long.
Oh, even worse, Aaron. There's a chance that Montana B started hanging out with them when he was way younger than they were and moved out there to be closer to them from where he lived.
Yeah, apparently he's 35 now.
Yeah.
Montana B is 35 now.
And they were
so if
talking
Outlaw
to
was
him
23, he would have been 16?
Yeah, 15 or 16.
Okay.
And
I mean, yeah, that's the thing that we were talking about, right? Like, wow.
Yeah,
Nightcrawler and Deadly Outlaw are so cool.
But we also thought Nick was younger too, and that's not the case. They're the same exact
Yeah, I guess
age.
they went to high school. Same graduating class.
Well, Nightcrawler.
He wasn't Nick yet.
Yeah, he looks pretty good though for 42. Honestly.
Yeah, he does look pretty good.
Like almost
it's
like
that he doesn't.
Almost
all
like
of
he's
his
stayed
vices
inside
are
for the past 20 years, videotaping Samurai Shampoo and whatever the fuck that dumb fucking motherfucker wanted him to tape.
I also figured out that he has epigenetic memories of training sumo wrestlers. And he's doing all of this unconsciously.
Wait.
Yeah, he comes from a long line of Japanese men who train sumo wrestlers, and that's why he assembles a group of giant fat guys and tries to get them as fat as possible and bring them to wrestling events. He doesn't know why he's doing it.
It's so funny.
Oh, man.
It's so funny. Yeah, my ancient relatives trained sumos. That's why I hang out with these two great big fat guys and pay for all their food and make them eat a lot. So yeah, tell us how it tastes.
That's bully erasure.
That's cool. Very cool.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for listening. God bless you.
And have a wonderful day.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Your radio is set on cruise control. Get set for another 45 minutes of non-stop rock and roll. At least 10 great rock songs back to back. Guaranteed.
I was out in the kitchen with a broom and a mop. I was listening to Shop and Swap. I thought I'd turn the volume up and get me a deal. Bart, got a load of wood. Sure burns good. Got a load of wood.
Hey, how are you today? Did you have a good weekend? Big day today. Boy. Good morning. You're on Swap and Shop.
Good morning, Bart. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I was just wondering, who sings that song about you? That's a cute little song there at the beginning.
That's Charlie Pitts, the singing barber here in town.
Oh, well, you know what? I want my grandson to hear that. Can you just play that again real quick?
Well, I can't play it right now, but we'll...
Just hoping you could play it again real quick.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get just a little bit of it here.
Bart, need Mustang parts? I got a car. Car won't start.
There you go, just a little taste of Charlie there.
Why'd you stop it?
We'll get more of it maybe tomorrow.
Go ahead and play the rest, pretty please. Can you play more of the song?
It had to be his Charlie fix for the day. It is a neat song, it really is.